Am I the asshole? For asking a teacher not to pair me and my stepsister together for a school project. I am the same age as my stepsister. We have a couple of classes together and one of those is social studies. Our teacher had talked about a project coming up where we'd be put into pairs and expected to work together for a prolonged period of time. I knew my stepsister would want to be paired with me, so a couple of weeks before the pairs were assigned I asked the teacher if she could not pair us up. She and I talked for a few minutes and she assured me we wouldn't be. I was relieved. Then when we were paired up, my stepsister asked the teacher why wasn't with me. She told her that she wanted to give everyone the chance to do the project with someone they hadn't worked with before. My stepsister went home and complained to her mom. Then her mom complained to my dad. Then they both complained to the teacher and lied and told her that both my stepsister and I had complained to them. The teacher was like, I thought unhappy, didn't want to be paired with stepsister, and it became a fight between them. Then my dad asked me what the hell I had done. He said I knew my stepsister would want to be with me and I went out of my way to be with anyone else. He said she only wants to have some time with me and working together would have been a great bonding experience for us since I have never put much focus on bonding with her. They think I'm a dick now, and my stepsister was upset. She heard my dad and her mom yelling about it and she was hurt I didn't want to be paired with her. The reason I didn't want to pair with her is I did not want to spend all that time with her on the project. She's always trying to cling on to me and I don't like it. I don't dislike her, but I'm not interested in being her friend or anything either. I'm polite, I'm civil, but I don't care about being close. I'd never get time to myself if I gave in. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Your dad and stepmom are for trying to push a relationship with your stepsister on you. Not the asshole. However, be more open about this stuff in the future without being impolite, because intrigue is often like a boomerang. Does your stepsister not have social contacts besides you? Your father and stepmother went to the teacher to complain about pairing you up for a school assignment. Then they lied about you wanting to be paired up with her. I think it's safe to say your teacher totally understands why you wanted space from your stepsister with such a boundary disrespecting family. OMG. Not the asshole. Opnatar. Your parents need to stop making you her emotional support animal. You are 16. I don't know how long you have been a family, but even if you were by your sibs, you don't have to make these perfect family bonds that they are trying to force on you. I'm sorry that you are being pushed on this matter. You are 16, 2 more years. Stay strong, build a support network. Not the asshole. Is there something I'm missing here? Why would your stepsister have some expectation of being paired with you to begin with? It doesn't really matter that she wanted to. If it's assigned pairs, I don't see why she would think being with you would be guaranteed. Not the asshole. Your dad and his wife sound like a nightmare for kicking up a fuss at your school over something so stupid, not to mention dragging you into their lie. Stepsister needs to learn the world doesn't revolve around her, although I doubt it will happen with parents like these. If you need some space from the Klingon, my suggestion would be to try and keep yourself busy and away from home with extracurriculars or a part-time job. Good luck. Not the asshole. Well done you for creating and knowing your boundaries and sticking to them. Continue doing that. To quote Viola Davis, when it comes down to disappointing other people, or disappointing yourself, choose other people all the time. It is your job in life to disappoint as many people as you can, so you do not disappoint yourself. Not the asshole. I can understand why the teacher was confused and let it slip. Your father misrepresented your desire to avoid being with your stepsister. Your father is putting your stepsister's wishes to be paired with you above the wishes you have to do this project with someone else. That is unfortunate. I don't get why blended parents don't understand that they chose to get married to each other. Their respective kids did not get to make that choice. It's one thing to expect the kids to live together amicably, but trying to force two 16-year-olds to suddenly become best friends is too much. Most natural siblings don't get along that well. Not the asshole, your parents are. Not the asshole. It was a foolish mistake on the teacher's part to let slip that you didn't want to be paired with your stepsister, but your father and his wife are the assholes here. Your stepsister is 16, and they're throwing a hissy fit because she didn't get her way regarding partner for a class project. Your stepsister is a minor asshole for kicking up when she was given a reasonable explanation for why she was paired up with the partner she got. Not the asshole. Your parents really shouldn't be interfering like this. Not the asshole, and I'm sorry you're in this mess. You had every right to ask for a different partner, and you shouldn't feel pressured to bond with your stepsister. It's doubly frustrating that your dad and stepmother lied to your teacher. Stick to your guns. Not the asshole, but I agree with another editor, and I would bring up this issue with the guidance counselor as well. Perhaps during planning your schedule in the future they can try to put you in different class periods if you have to take the same classes. I know when I was in high school they always tried to keep myself, my brother and my cousin out of the same class periods even if we all had the same teacher. That way we could study together, but weren't forced together all day. Not the asshole, and sounds like your stepsister has a little crush on you. This clingy shit is weird, and I would be like you except more rude about it. Get the fuck away from me. Not the asshole, and I can guarantee your parents will never attempt to make you bond ever again if you ask them how close do you want me to get with my stepsister. I mean, I have heard of the videos, but I'm not really that interested. Not the asshole. Your father and stepmother are demented and abusive. Share your issues with a school counselor. Don't give an inch on this, because people who don't respect boundaries take that as a green light to trample over you forever. It doesn't matter what crazy people think of you, they're wrong. You aren't obliged to let her cling to you. Not the asshole. And the mere fact that your parents went to teacher over this shows there is an unhealthy dynamic of trying to push others to do what your stepsister wants. In my kids' school, they deliberately separate twins into different classes, so the kids would form their own social ties and not get glued together. Hey, just be truthful. Tell your dad he chose his wife and the wife's daughter, but you didn't. He needs to respect that. Tell him that if he pushes this, then it will impact your relationship with him forever after you become an adult. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Seemed like a reasonable request to me. Sister was selfish and manipulative. That seems like a red flag. Nata, you're your own person. Don't let your family bully you into being her partner. They need to respect your choice in the matter. Not the asshole. Your parents are the assholes, not trying to see it from your point of view and trying to shove their ideas of how things should go on you. I wonder if it would help to sit down with just them and tell them how you feel. I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with it. Not the asshole. You deserve some space. Too much time together can be not great too. My cousin and I went to the same school in the same year. Then my grandma would watch us both after school. The fighting between us became a lot, and my grandmother called the school to tell them not to pair us together or let us play together at recess. Then, we were good at home again. Not the asshole. It's not a good idea to pair kids who live together on a school project. It usually ends up being a little too much togetherness and can cause home family tension if there's issues. And it's extremely weird that your dad and stepmom lied about you wanting to be paired together. And that they threw this big of a fit about it. They know your stepsister is a little shy, awkward, dysfunctional, and hope that you kind of manage this for her instead of helping her learn her own social skills. I see you having to go no contact with you dad in the future. Sorry, but he sounds like he is trying to force his new family down your throat. Not the asshole. You didn't choose to be in her family. You didn't go out and pick her like your dad did her mother. Bonding with her was never your aim, and it shouldn't be forced on you.